Welcome back to Speech Time. In this first video, we will be discussing the logistics of a speech. Before you begin public speaking, you have to have something to say, and that's what we're going to help you with. Today we'll be going over some basics of writing a speech and how to organize it.
Step 1. Why are you writing a speech? This is when you think about your audience, your purpose, and your goal. A simple who, what, and why structure can help you lay out a framework for a convincing piece of prose.
So ask yourself, who is going to be listening to your speech? Are you talking to a small class, a group of important executives, the Queen of England? Knowing your audience can help you develop a tone for your speech. And that tone can be anything from comedic to informative to super formal. It all depends on you.
The next thing you want to ask yourself is, what am I writing? Now, I know this seems intuitive. You have to know what your subject is in order to talk about it, but we want you to be specific. If you have a subject in mind, narrow it down to a specific aspect, angle, or element you want to take it towards. For example, if I'm talking about cars, or scratch that, I don't know anything about cars. If I'm talking about photography, I can choose to talk about my personal experience with photography. I could talk about how cameras work, what the different types of photography are, etc. There are so many ways you can take a speech, so make sure you know which one you're talking about.
Alright, so now we know what we're writing about and we know who's going to listen to it. So now you have to know why you were writing it. And no, the answer to this question cannot be my English teacher made me do it. A speech in a competitive setting can usually be broken down into an intro, a body, and a conclusion. The introduction of a speech introduces you, the speaker, and touches on what you'll be talking about, like your three main points. The body contains all the main points of your speech, and the conclusion serves as a summary and a time to leave the audience with some thoughts.
Let's start with an introduction, but before you even begin, you need to first start with a hook. A hook is an interesting, humorous, or unexpected way to start a speech. Great speakers catch your attention by entertaining or challenging the audience. So let's go through an example. If I want my audience to listen to my speech about photography, maybe I'll start by describing a beautiful scene that would make them want to take a photo. With that description, I can launch into my speech.
In addition to that, an introduction is a great time to establish your credibility as a speaker. Tell the audience why your opinion matters and why they should listen. For example, you're listening to this video today because we have 6 years plus of speech experience. Also, break down your speech for the audience by road mapping. Road mapping means telling them what you're going to say in advance, so introducing your three main points. Like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, in my speech today I'm going to cover these 3 points, and then end off with a summary.
Now that people know what you're going to say, it's time to say it. In the main body of your speech, tackle all of your main points by explaining them, offering evidence, and proving why the points matter. Remember, every claim you make should be backed up with some evidence or logic. Organization is key in a speech, so make sure your points flow smoothly. Don't jump from idea to idea, rather create segues between your thoughts to make the entire thing seem more natural.
At the very end, summarize your argument so far in new ways. This is to remind everyone of your incredible points, and this is a time to leave the audience with some thoughts, deep questions, such as the nature of the universe or what your cat is thinking. This is also a good time to thank your audience and win them over before you leave.
And there you have it, a super duper simplified explanation on how to write a speech or any other sort of written argument. We hope you find this video helpful, and be sure to come back to our channel to find more informative videos up soon.
You wanna get better at speaking, do, then speech time is for you, do.